Hey guys, it's Arlen of Awakened Sponda. I hope you guys' week is going well. I am coming on today for a couple reasons. I always do my energy check-ins. I like to tell you guys about what is going on and what you can find at any event I'm doing. And it just so happens that I have a sound bath coming up Friday on what is Good Friday, and as well as the full moon in Libra. So it's pretty amazing energies, and there's a lot of really great things happening in the collective energetically. If you know me, I speak in energy, vibration, and frequency. That is what I know. That is what I'm here for. This is what you're always going to hear from me, okay? First and foremost. That's why I speak what's going on energetically, because I'm in tune with it. And I want you to know, because of the work I do, it's not like I just show up to play a couple bowls for you and leave you with that, and play a little bit of the gong and leave you with that. Like, I'm an energy worker, and everything that I'm bringing to you at the meditations, and the meditations are always different because I go in alignment with what Spirit is guiding me, what my guidance is leading me to lead you to. And everything that I'm leading you to is also in turn what I'm experiencing and what I'm having to go through myself. So I'm not just bringing things in that I'm not fully aware of and fully embracing in my own life. This is part of my work here, I'm just the messenger, I'm the vessel, and that's really the power of my work and the excitement of my work. And that's why, you guys, if you come, I encourage you to come, because not because of me. It's not even like, oh, come to my sound bath, because it's not even like that. It's just what I'm offering is really large. It's incredible, and you're not going to find it anywhere else. I'm using quantum energy. I am intentionally bringing this energy in and creating space for you to go within and to grow. Not just grow, like break free, like rise, like change your life, change your thoughts, all of it. So I just want to get that. It's important for you guys to know that. I feel like that this isn't just like a business. This isn't, I have to have, I'm in the 3D, I'm in this world here. I'm on planet Earth. So therefore I have to go about things, in the logical ways. I gotta eat, I gotta live, gotta do all those things. But I'm well taken care of. Abundance is always there. Anyway. So my work is, it's for humanity. It's on a larger scale than just me making a business plan and trying to get clients. And I don't even like calling people clients. I find myself doing it sometimes, and I'm like, I don't like that, because it just makes it feel so businessy. And it's just, I don't know. It is what it is, guys. But this is more like mission, and this is what I've truly known, like, my entire life. I remembered at a very early age that part of myself, that this was a mission for me, like this existence. Like, I was studying religion when I was young. I was like 10, 11. I was having talks with God a long time before I can remember all those talks, or screaming matches probably half the time. Frustration of my life. But there was never a question of source. There was never a question of that I knew. I was crying out this way, so if that doesn't say anything, or we innately know these things, but my point is, I've been studying, like, self-development. If you knew me when I was young, I would walk around with Bhagavad Gita in my bag. I would walk around with a little Bible in my bag. I was just constantly studying. I needed to know. I needed to find the information. I needed to know. I just knew there was so much more than everything I was seeing was just so superficial. I could see through it at a very early age, put it that way. And now it's just, you know, through the roof. Because I've experienced so much, and I've gone through these lessons that have shown me exactly what this matrix, this reality is, and there goes into things that a lot of people are very uncomfortable talking about. However, I'm not. You know, I'm aware of who I talk to about these things at times, because not everybody's receptive. When it comes to anything, if I get a sense you're not receiving me or gonna receive me, I don't talk, you know. I don't share, because I'll wait till I know it's in a receptive, and you're in a receptive mode. Yeah, as far as there are things beyond, I mean, like, we're multi-dimensional beings. You'll hear me say that all the time. The work I do is proof of that. Frequency, vibration, energy. We are more than we are told, and I'm here to help you find who you are out. Like, who are you? What are you? And I'll start by saying your energy first. Energy. It's energy to matter, not the other way. And that's the way we've been taught to overlook energy, and that's a lie, and that's hiding the secrets of our power. But anyway, without going into alien talk or anything else right now, for some reason that crossed my mind, you know, because, you know, aliens exist, guys. It's very apparent. But, I don't know where that came from, you know, I don't know. I don't know, Spirit knows. I trust when I do these videos. I do not edit my videos, I go straight through. So I do a couple runs. It usually takes me a couple times to get it going, but I have a feeling with this one we're going straight through. And, you know, why I just said aliens, I don't know. But if anybody's out there, and honestly, like, I don't, you know, a lot of us who've experienced a lot of things, we don't talk about it a lot, and because we haven't been able to talk about it a lot, because well, you know, people like to, you know, label you mental, or you crazy, or that something must be wrong with you, that you know, which is, I mean, we know now. I mean, like, I'm so far beyond that at this point, that and I believe we're all, this is where we're going with New Earth, is that we're beginning to talk about these things. That's why you see things in the media as well. And I don't watch media. I don't do that. I don't put that shit in my brain, because I'm here to get, like, I get a lot of information in my dream state. I get a lot of information in my travel state. So, you know, I'm talking about dream travel state. I don't need the media manipulating anything of the truth. And that's what you're going to get a lot of. If you're watching these movies, yeah, they're talking about, you know, astral travel now, and they're talking about all these things that we've known about. These multi-dimensional experiences, coincidences, law of attraction. They want to touch on all this stuff, but you need to be aware, because the media, they got power there, and they can manipulate you and manipulate your subconscious. You know, there are subliminal messages you can be getting that you're gonna get. I'm sorry if you're watching it. You need to stay off the media and stay off the hype. You need to get in tune with yourself, because your antenna's right here. You are your direct antennas to source. You want the proper information? Go to source. Not your television, not HBO, Netflix, any of this shit. Yeah, it's like, oh yeah, they can kind of talk about this, and yeah, that's kind of right. I would just be very wary of what you're watching, you know, because there, you know, there is a prep state. It's like they know we're becoming awake, so they know. When I say they, it's the darker forces, and they exist. They exist, and you know, they're on their last leg, but they're gonna pull any tactics they can. And just saying, be clear, be wary. I'm getting off this topic now, because I could just go too far into that. But there's a reason why that came out. I had no plan to say that. So anyway, okay, going into my, this is what I want to get to. My full moon sound bath, okay? this is, the full moon is in Libra. This is the second moon we've had in Libra. This last month was Libra as well. Right now we have been going through this major purification, feminines and masculines. And I talk feminine, masculine, first of all, because I'm a twin flame. I've had a twin flame, that's a label, soul flame, whatever you want to call it. I have access to information. It's the new love template, okay? This is the new higher love template that I'm experiencing and getting. This is the downloads I'm receiving. And this is what I know I'm partly to teach, and what I'm learning about right now as we speak. And then there is another workshop, and I'll get there. But the love template, right? So that's why you hear me talk about masculine and feminine energies, because that's what everything in existence on this planet is masculine and feminine energy. The only thing that isn't is purpose. It's purpose. Take that, figure that one out. So anyway, that is everything to do with the relationship too. And you think when a man and a woman or whatever, you can have different energies in different beings. This is anybody. I'm not gay. If you're gay as well, you can still be. It's about energy, not the physical form. Okay. But when you're talking about creation and the purpose of relationship, okay, and this is like the higher relationship I'm talking of. All relationships are valuable, every last one. But the partnerships is what we're talking about. And Libra Moon is representative of partnership and relationship. So it has a huge. It's huge with what I'm talking about. Masculine, feminine energies. Anyway, so I have this sound bath, and what I have been led, I've been doing some work on shadow work. Shadow work is what I was led to do my prior sound bath, and that was a heavy one. Holy shit! But that's the energy we've been in, and I know that's why I was led to do it. And what did I have to do? Go through it. And so I went through a lot of purging and a lot of tears, and just some really heavy energy, and also some really amazing energy as well. You know, fully, you know, that was about, and what the shadow, Mercury was actually in a retrograde, the shadow retrograde, I think is what they call it, which is in essence the time to do shadow work. So duh, of course, like Spirit's gonna be like, this is what you're gonna do. It always happens that way. It's just, everything's in sync. When you're in sync, you're in the rhythm, and the syncs are happening. You can feel when you're in your rhythm and when you're not. You know it. Anyway, this is my life. This is yours too. Shadow work. But anyway, I was like, God damn, when I came out of the shadow work, I was like, there's no way. I was like, this is not the energy for the full moon. I know this is not what you want me to work on. And lo and behold, I was right. So, we are going into this period, like, okay, so feminines have been going through, the feminine energy has been going through, and I know through what I'm going through as well, and I've been going through, is this massive just initiation, and this is happening like this full moon. This is all the build up to it. And if you're, you know, in touch with yourself as a feminine, you're feeling the same. And what I say is there's been a lot of release. We've been working to break and release a lot of old karmic templates and behaviors and old generational patterning when it comes to relationship. And for me, like, you know, in codependencies, that shit's out the door. This is the shit that's dying off for masculines and feminines, the codependency. It's about getting whole within first. And that's where the shadow work was also leading to. Okay, so feminines for this weekend is like, initiation of just this courage, this power. If you're feminine, you're probably feeling it. I'm feeling it. Like, I'm feeling powerful. I'm feeling like actually free from like accepting less than I know I should be accepting. You know, if as feminines, we have been in this old template of overgiving always give, and never without receiving the same percentage back, right? And those days are done. For divine feminines, days are done. Days of being treated like shit in any way from anybody is over. And I'm telling you, I feel this freedom because I know it so innately in my body. Like, I feel it integrated in my body, where it's like I fully 100% accept myself. And ladies, if there's anybody out there, when I say ladies or gentlemen, feminine energies, if there's any place in you that feels this and you want to do some shadow work with me, give me a call, please. Email me, message me, whatever. I would love to go through some shadow work with you to get you to integrate. You know, it's pulling all these soul fragments are coming back to the feminine, all the things, and I'm talking generations of things coming, like mending, healing, coming back to create that wholeness. So maybe things you're not even aware of fully, but you should start with this life and what's going on now, or what's going on in your life, and what you've accepted and what you don't need to accept anymore. So anyway, major healing. So it's like this massive initiation for the feminine, and it is fire. It's igniting a whole new passion, and it's amazing. Hold on just a second. Let's see. I don't want to miss anything here. So power, insight, achievements. So meaning there's a lot more feminines are stepping out more in their power of work related, like not being treated like shit, even if it's in the, I mean, this could be, we're talking about relationships of any sort, so work relations, anything, like really stepping out in courage and your gifting and what you're here for and your purpose, and not taking shit less, you know, not accepting the crumbs. Listen, let me tell you, queens do not take crumbs, okay? And if you're a true queen, you know, you hear people talk about being a queen all the time, and their actions are bullshit. They're not a queen in any way. But when you're a true queen and you know it, and you're operating in your empress, this is all about embracing our full essence as a feminine, as an empress, and you know, we're breaking all those old bullshit storylines about who we're supposed to be, and you know, we're embracing our sacredness. And if you want help with that, feminines, call me. This is what I'm here for. I'm here to work with divine feminine specifically. That's why I'm here in this form. And man, in relationships, this is what I've had. So this is what I know I'm here for too, is to teach this new template of love, you know, and it's beautiful. As far as masculines go, we got masculines have really, I mean, it's like they've been going through a lot of death, a lot of death of the old ways, death of the past, a lot of waking up and realizing the errors of their ways, the fact that they, you know, have been giving to the wrong energies. Having the ability to love not with, because this is the deal, the old masculine template, they've been taught, love was like loving with their mind, loving with this part of themselves, because they weren't attached to this heart part of themselves, because they weren't taught that. They weren't taught that. It wasn't okay to do that. You see what I'm saying? And so this is, oh my God, all part of the same thing, is now their hearts have begun to open, and their eyes are being able to see right here. They're open. They're being enlightened to their truth. And this coming, you know, this full moon going into this energy is all, you know, what I see is connecting the heart and the throat, meaning connecting to speaking your truth. And this goes for feminines and masculines, but this is huge for the masculines right now. It's being able to connect their feelings, to understand and integrate their feelings in, like why, you know, they feel these ways. Are they feeling love? Is this what love is? You know, this could be new to them, a new way. But they're embodying that. And now it's about speaking the truth. You know, if they're in situations where they've been, you know, they got to get out of these whatever situations they've been stuck in because they feel like this is what they've had, this is what this is what they have to do, this is what they mentally have to do. Well, now their heart's going, no, you know, no, I got to follow my heart. I gotta move with my heart, my feelings. They're coming in to understand these new emotions, brand new emotions. And this is the new love template. That's what I'm saying. So that's what I'm talking about. They're now integrating all these new emotions. And I got these great cards right here I can't wait to get to because it all goes into exactly what I'm saying. So anyway, the meditation that for full moon is going to be, it's going to be heart throat centered. So it's about, you know, embracing your heart, what's in your heart, and then expressing it, and how we're going to get you to move into this template, into speaking your truth and voicing who you are to anybody and everybody, and not letting anything hold you back. These old ways, these old paradigms, these old thought processes, changing the perception of your mind and what you feel like you got to do in order to get, you know, masculines can be really, because they're very logical minded. You know, I heard this one time, and this was when I was in church involved, but this was really cool, I thought, was men, it said, men are like waffles, women are like spaghetti. And I'm like, you know, in some way that is fucking so spot on, because they're so, you know, programmed in this logical thinking. Sometimes they feel like they gotta accomplish all these steps before they can, like, open up, or before they can, like, get somewhere. They gotta do this and this and this and this, and then they'll listen to maybe what their heart says, or whether, I mean, or not even. But that old pattern, that old program's got to go for these masculines, and that's what's out the door. That's what's dying off. I don't know. It's wonderful. Anyway, that's going into the sound bath. So please sign up online with Lotus Healing Center if you want to come. And just open up, man. And then with the sounds, we're going to be opening up, you know, the energy centers, and waking you up, and balancing you energetically out, and hopefully aligning you with all of your meditation and whatever your intention is for your expansion. And anyway, so that's that. Oh, and okay, so I guess I'll just go into these cards, because this is exactly what I'm talking about. I pulled for the feminine, and I asked Spirit, these cards, this quick little reading I'm going to give you was all inspired by what I asked Spirit. What message do you have for the Divine Feminines? Well, I got the heart chakra, the Emperor, and TikTok. Okay, and what I got out of this clearly is basically what I just said. It's just, you know, everything it's always in sync. If you feel, you know when you're out of sync, guys, and if you are, just step back, don't make any rash decisions, and meditate, or just ask. It'll come back. I don't know why I just said that either. It just is what it is. So heart chakra, what I was feeling from this is this is all about the feminines lately. I think we've had, because we are going through this learning how to say no, and learning how to stand up for ourselves, and if we're not being treated fully the way we know we deserve to be treated by anybody, and especially, you know, if it's like our masculine, our counterparts, you know, we have to just step back from that, lovingly so. But what this heart chakra represented to me was how much further, because this is the initiation. We are expanding that much more once again, and instead of, like, you know, we have the tendency, we can become kind of almost like pissed because it reminds us of the past. If we feel like we're being you know, not equally treated well, or not the way we know we should be treated, if we get that sense that somebody's not really caring about us the way we feel that they should, because we do that, we care for them, right? This is all about just keeping the heart open, and keeping the heart open for the Emperor. Masculines have lately, like in my readings, been showing up as emperors lately, which is beautiful. This shows that they're truly embodying the overall. Emperor is like the full-on divine masculine in his truest essence. Completely honorable. And I feel that that is what your divine masculines, if you are twin flame, I really hate these labels. Soul flame, you can call it, I guess, too. Some of you may know your twin flame, and some may not at this point. I definitely know, you know, who mine is. Anyway, the Emperor, what I was getting from this, what Spirit was saying to me, is to keep your heart open to the Emperor coming in the right time. In the right time. It's all, everything's happening divinely so, and it's hard not to get, it's hard to not get frustrated and want to throw the towel in and be like, this is bullshit about whatever, you know, and close our hearts up, because you know, things aren't happening the way maybe in our mind they should be happening at the time. But the message here for the feminine, if you're watching, keep your heart open to the Emperor. And this is your inner masculine as well, you know, because we have both. But however, we are dominantly feminines. That is our essence here in the physical. Keeping your heart open to your Emperor, and knowing that divine timing is at hand. And honestly, what I think the feminine is saying with this is, we know it's divine timing is, it's literally at hand now, because we feel it. We know what we're going through. We know that it's time. It's time for the shifts, because the shifts are happening. We're feeling it, so we know it. And so we just, you know, we just have to keep our hearts, and keep our hearts open to love in any form, friends, family, not just our masculines, but this is just keeping our hearts open, period, and knowing divine timing is at hand, and trusting it, trusting the divine completely, 100%. That all you've been shown and all you've been enlightened to, and all that work you've done in the higher realms, and you know, I say this because I know I'm doing it. I've been doing it, and just trusting and having the faith that it's happening, and that it's coming to fruition in this physical realm as we speak. Which, getting into the masculine, here we go. Got the King of Earth. Got giving and receiving. This is the Six of Pentacles in Tarot. And the Death card. Now, what did I say earlier? I said, what did I say? These are the exact energies. This is what you call flow. King of Earth. This is the ultimate king energy in the physical. This is like the king of earth, literally the physical realm, which is what the masculine energy is in physical form. And this is when you hear me talk about the masculines are the givers, feminines are the receivers. This goes down to science when we talk about protons and electrons and how they work. One's a giver, one's a receiver. It's like a battery. Okay, and like the masculines operate out of action. They operate out of 3D. Feminines are, and also conscious mind. Feminines operate in 5D. We operate in the spirit realm, whereas, you know, the unconscious exists, or unconscious, that's not the right way to say it. What did I say? Okay, without getting down into that, that's a workshop, by the way, that I'm working on. But my point is, King Earth, he shows up as the King Earth. This is the message for the masculines. This is to strive toward being the King of Earth in this 3D realm. And the King of Earth, the King of Pentacles, is the king, the dominion over all this. This is the one that pulls the feminine in. This is the one that protects the feminine. That this is the master manifester. This is the one that makes shit happen. The creator, the father. I mean, this is the ultimate earthly king, which makes perfect sense, because as he's learning through this death process, which is the death process that I was talking about is happening for the masculines. Death of the old way of not connecting, loving with the mind, and leaving the heart out, leaving the true feelings, the true nurture, the love, the feminine, out, you know, and going with whatever they think they should be doing at the time. Anyway, coming into the mode of giving and receiving, the death of the old way, right? The death of the old ways is occurring, and Easter weekend being a perfect example. This is a resurrection. The masculine is major resurrecting, is having massive resurrection in his acknowledgement of what he's been giving and receiving. This is giving and receiving equally, fairly. And this means with their feminine as well, because a masculine and feminine are equal bodies. They create one powerful source. And that source happens through purpose. Purpose. And when I think purpose, I think divine. The divine source. And if you really want to get into it, well, you have failed relationships. You have all these failed relationships around you, all these people in ridiculous relationships everywhere that aren't really serving any purpose. They fall apart. People get disillusioned. They don't understand why. Well, the only success you're going to have is with a purpose. Otherwise, you might as well just be out doing whatever the fuck you know, it's just, I don't know. I hope that makes sense. So they're learning, and then also through this, the death, they're realizing they've been giving to the wrong resources, you know. And a lot of the feminine, what did I say? The feminine is a lot of the unconscious mind. She represents, the divine feminine is the intuition, the unseen. And that's why a lot of the times feminines get looked over. They get completely looked over. Like, this is some fantasy, this isn't real, this isn't. Yes, no, the feminine is absolutely real. When the masculine begins to bring it in, he'll realize. But anyway, giving and receiving. It's beautiful because this is exactly what we're talking about in partnership right now in the Libra Moon, helping to heal and mend these partnerships and bringing in these unions. Matter of fact, the bottom of the deck, I didn't bring it in here, but it was union. And this energy has union all over it because, you know, the feminine's heart is open to the Emperor, King of Earth. Masculines are learning what it is to give and receive equally. You know, you can't have one without the other. The femininity, the imbalance, it's a balance coming to hand, and that's where the unions happen, because the feminines have stepped back and finally, they've been forgiving and forgiving, but it's and then they realize, oh, no. Now we have this freedom to go, no. Like, I'm giving, you're not giving enough. Like, you're not giving to me. I'm not getting anything out of any of this. You know what I mean? And if it's all imbalanced, it's not working. So the feminines are learning, excuse me, to stop the giving so that they can basically, in essence, summons the masculine to balance that scale, to learn that it doesn't operate like with you. You can't just be in control all the time. And that's where the masculines are learning to relinquish the control. And a lot of that is control, because when in power of the mind, it's just controlling everything. They're not flowing from the heart. You know, the balance is occurring. I see it clearly. I see it in the readings that I do. I see it in things happening around me, and even in partnerships around me. You know, and in just in relationship in general. So that's that reading, and I do want you to know that that's major union energy, and that there was union on the bottom of the deck, and the dreams of what is it? Dreams of Gaia, I think is what it is. I forget the name of the deck. Anyway, it's beautiful energy, and just being open to giving and receiving in any and all relationships is so incredibly vital. It's not all about you. If you're making it all about you and you're not giving to the person in front of you, if you're not, I mean, just think about it. If you're, you know, a masculine or feminine watching, and I want you to really think about that when it comes to your partnerships, or the partnership you desire, or any relationship, I don't care, friendship. If you are around somebody and all they want to do is make it about them, and it's all controlled, and it's all them, what they need, but they're not paying attention to anything that you need, you need to, like, analyze yourself, look at yourself a little bit. You know, maybe you need to start giving more. You know? When you give, you naturally receive. It's the flow of life. I do a meditation on this. It's the sacred circle of life. I mean, think about the birds of the air, the trees, the mountains, the plants, the animals. They all naturally give and receive. They just flow. And this is how we're intended. This is our innate being. This is our birthright. You know, however, we've been, trapped in this matrix where we've been enslaved to these programs and these thoughts and these patterns, and we have been left unaware of who we are and the power we have over our energy and over our mind and our relationships. Our relationship is God, that is source, that is nature and creation at its finest. You know, man and woman. That's another thing. It's clearing out our sacral chakras. That's a big thing happening right now, especially between divine partnerships. You know, is no longer giving to the distorted sexual nature of this planet, or the distorted version. We're embracing our sexual creativity, creation. And sexuality, that's a whole other topic. I won't get on that one right now. I'm gonna not in there, but we'll talk about this another time for sure, because sex is sacred, and that's another thing that's been highly distorted in this culture, whatever. It's been used for destruction and evil and but in the natural sense, it is creation, and it is beautiful, and it is to be shared divinely so. And when it's shared divinely so, it is far more powerful than you could even realize energetically. I mean, it's beautiful. It's what it's meant for. Anyway, like I said, that'll be a different video. So, let's see. So, also, I just want to mention real quick, I am working on this workshop. I've been kind of in a hermit mode well, between going through a lot of purging and crazy stuff. But I am working on a workshop that I hope to have up and going by May. And it is called the Love Frequency, and it is learning the power of your personal vibration. So the Love Frequency, learning the power of your personal vibration. Excuse me. And I'm going to be breaking it down as far as what your personal vibration is and what it entails. And how we can begin to walk in our personal vibration and you know, attract the things into our life that we so desire. Really is to empower you as the soul that you are. It's all for empowerment for your purposes, and for you to take it as far and as wide as you want. It's not a workshop that I learned from anybody. This is a workshop I've created, and it's from my guides, it's from my guidance, and I'm so excited about it. Honestly, it's everything that I've done, to be honest. It's what I've worked on, and what was given to me through my ascension process. So I'm excited to get to share that with you, and I think it will help you. And then that's going to go into helping you understand more about what I talk about: energy, frequency, and vibration. And it all starts with the law of vibration. So we're talking universal laws here. But this is going to help you understand more. Also, I'm going to go into sound, so therefore you can more understand why I incorporate sound with everything and why sound is so vital. And the vibrational healing and integration, how it helps encourage the integration of the work we're going to be doing to break the patterns of the subconscious. So it's super exciting, and then I thought I have a offshoot that kind of popped up, and then this is like what I've known. This is everything. It's funny how things start unfolding. It's been a year ago that almost a full year, a few weeks shy of maybe a month shy of the last Kundalini awakening that I was that I had, that I was given some I don't want to cuss. I'm trying not to cuss so much. It's probably not gonna happen. Anyway, it's just crazy downloads that I got that I didn't understand. I was like, I knew, you know, I just knew it would unfold in time. I'm like, okay, even though there's been times I'm like, okay, like you said I would be doing that. That's something that I'm supposed to be doing, but I don't know when I'm gonna fit that in, you know. However, it's like here I am, and it's like I'm starting to see more and more unfold. And like I know I'm supposed to be doing like this new love, like this this new template, this new love template workshops as far as relationships and masculine and feminine energies, and helping you guys to switch it up. And it all starts with step one, the first workshop. This is definitely the grassroots. This is the foundation. And then I just feel like some new things are gonna stem off of it. You know, it's just it's really cool, and I'm excited. And you know, and as things more unfold in my life, the more will unfold for you guys. You know, the more as I'm going through it, then I'm able to give it more. It's like, it's just the way it goes, the way it flows. It's the way it flows. And that's another thing, is we should be embracing this flow now. I mean, I think a lot of you guys are probably feeling it. I feel it. I feel the flow, and it's like, that's one thing with any relationships I have. If I feel this resistance, it immediately exhausts me. Like, even with, yeah, I mean, if I feel any resistance from you, from somebody, I don't know about y'all, but I just get immediately exhausted. I'm like, this is just, I can't do this. Like, it needs to be flowing, like water. Think water, flow with life, flow with the universe. Let things just unravel like just let it go. Like, stop controlling. When you're being rigid about something, you're trying to set rules on something, you're trying to set, it has to be like this, 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 this. If you got all these expectations, boom, 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 it's going to happen just like this, this, this in order. And, you know, masculines, I'm really encouraging you because you're the worst at it. And I know you're breaking these patterns. You really are. And some of it is for great purpose and it helps, but you have to have your flow on, man. You gotta embrace your feminine in that aspect. Is flow and be open. Be open. A lot of that rigidity is old fear. It's doubts. It's illusionments. It's perception issues. And you shut the flow of water off when you just shut the door. So don't do that. Flow. That's all I'm going to say today, and that's turned out way longer than I thought, like usual, I guess, but I hope that somebody out there has time to listen to me and wants to listen to me. We're creating value here. That's all we're all valuable, and I know my value more than I've ever known my value, and it fucking feels good. Creating value. I'm creating value on all this information that I'm receiving. Creating value on spirit. I'm creating value on the laws of the universe. I'm creating value on my sound baths. Everything I'm doing, I'm creating value. And you should be too. I encourage you to do that because you are valuable. Everything you have to give is valuable. Don't let anybody tell you differently. And if they do, get the fuck away from them. Leave. Like, get out of the situation. Like I said, if you feel that resistance, back away. Anything that's like coming up like no or no, let it go. Don't fight to get in there. No, because what's meant when it's flowing, it's flowing. If it's like resists, then don't. I don't know. Admit when you're wrong, you know. Treat people as you wish to be treated. I love you. I hope that you guys still want to hear me after all this. Come to my sound bath. Sign up with Lotus downtown. I also have sound bath next week at Yoga Den, North Charleston. Sign up with Yoga Den. Love is all that is. As within, so without. As above, so below. I love you guys. And I wish you a fantastic weekend and rest of your day, night, evening, all the love. You are so worthy, and it is your birthright to have healing. Bye.